Good morning. I have another darkish kind of deck, not as dark as the others, to show. It's called the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. But before I get to that, I have a tiny little rant. Well, not really, but I always have trouble with the zoom out thing. It's like it goes out and then comes back in again. And I have trouble lining up these cards so they're visible. I'm beginning to think there's some sort of interdimensional rift right here in this room that's causing this to be off all the time. It's just weird. But here's my first rant. Well, my first rant would be, why are there so many gosh darn little icon things on the camera viewfinder? I count 20. That leaves me very little space to see the image. I guess if you were a professional, you're supposed to hook it up with an HDMI cable over to like a big TV. I haven't tried that yet. Maybe I'll try that in the next video. But anyway, here's the pictorial key to the tarot by, Arthur Edward Waite, A.E. Waite, or as people call him, Artie. I don't know if they call him Artie or not. But my complaint here is this book's been around for a while, right? I mean, originally it was just the key to the tarot by the same guy? And that would have been, a long time ago? Like early 1900s? And here, U.S. Games is saying it's copyright 1971. And then obviously it got recopyrighted, or whatever that means, in 2008. So if we just did that little period, that's a period of 23 years? No. Boy, your math stinks. 27 years? Yeah. 7, 8, 2, no, 37 years. Wow, I'm older than I thought. That's 37 years to get this right, whatever that means. And I don't know if it's been edited exactly, but it certainly hasn't been proof edited, because look there, it says conclusion as to the greater keys, and it's pointing us to page 114. Let's go there, because we often do that when we look something up. We actually go to that page. Well. Look at what's on the page. It's 0, the Fool. That's where I look to see, how closely Pamela is following what is written down. Of course, that doesn't mean or preclude they didn't have lots of meetings where he stormed in. Woman, I told you blue, not yellow. And she talked him into yellow. Or however that went. She stormed in. And, look, it's got to be yellow, not blue. I'm referring to the sky. But look at where that actually starts. It's 116. Now, this happens a lot in books, I'm finding over time. It was even in the Shakespeare, the Shakespeare Tarot Key book, which really strikes me as less of a book and more of a, let's just take our website and put it into a book. And that's fine. That's okay. I get that. But, those were off by 10 pages. That's just a couple of pages. But still, it threw me. But anyway, I've gone on too long about that. This is a show, or it was intended to be a show, of another tarot I ordered, which I thought would be appropriate for October. I guess it could be for any time. Called the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. The Ancient Wisdom of Tarot. I'm not sure about all that. Barbara Moore again. Franco Rivoli. Probably mispronouncing that. It's a low scarabeo. And it's one of those with the cool magnet and a little string. I'll call it string, because, a piece of ribbon would be a little wider, huh? And it is deep enough in this case. And that's some black and white art, kind of a warning of what's to come. So that's the box. Oh, look at that. The magnetic part echoes the actual outside. Have I seen that before? Maybe. Includes a 78 cards tarot deck. Okay, that's right. And 160 pages color book. Well, color book? We'll come back to that. That's just odd. Why is she telling me to be quiet? Okay. I kind of like that green. Probably the green and the blonde hair together has got me. Luna's silvery light and the cycles of the year reveal the intricate patterns of life. Okay, I'll agree with patterns. And then the word divine and divination crop up a lot. But something about the way some of the people are drawn don't draw me to them. Look at the box. Who sat on that? I gotta quit complaining. This must be one of those days. But that's the box. Here comes the book. Let's verify this 160 page thing, because when I went through it, I don't think it was. Unless you just keep counting past the page numbers, that's what they did. There's 157, a spread, 158, 159, 160. I'm not sure about the fading of the images like that. I wonder why. And if you look, it's got, in the book, it's got a lot of, definitely got to do this. Maybe I missed it somewhere where it said, well, we're going to say it this way, but you don't got to do it that way. There she is again, telling me to be quiet. Okay, I'll be quiet. Sheesh. But that's the contents, and it's about that much, and I won't rag on and on. And oddly, that's the book. Look at the binding. Is that not going the wrong way? Or is it meant to lay on the shelf backwards? Wouldn't you lay it? Wow, I'm just having trouble. Oh, and I was wondering, when I looked at the trumps here, the major arcana in 3 rows of 7 as usual. Well, I'm like, why is everything on a pedestal? Well, according to the book, that's not a pedestal. That's a cube. Now, I have to ask myself, if I was the high priest or where's the emperor? Well, he's standing. I saw somebody sitting somewhere. Would that not get uncomfortable? This guy, the high priest. Would that not get uncomfortable after a while? Let's not even talk about that. I try to do that, but it involves a wall, not a cube. And I don't stay there like he can, that's for sure. I don't know. I think it takes away from my favorite card a little bit, the Hermit, having him on a cube. But I won't complain too much because I do like some of the images. Like, I like this one. Well, we'll get to that. First, we gotta do the extra cards. Terrasophy is back, if I'm saying that correctly. The low Scarabeo card. I don't know why. I just like that. I don't know why I like that. The advertising like card. That's what the backs look like. And yes, these are sticky. Probably stuck together because of this silver gilding stuff that's around the edge, which hopefully I'll remember to pick up some cards and show what that looks like. That's the back right side up. That's the back upside down. I don't think it matters. Nope, it doesn't. So I'll leave that for, hopefully you can see that. I'm always questioning where to put it. And that's the Fool. And I guess the fool is there at that eclipse in a path in the middle of the field with a lonely tree. And I think way back there is the fool. I think. Whew, that's hard to see. And they are borderless, as you can see. So somebody's getting the message about some of this. I guess if everybody wishes that. I'm not sure everybody would wish that, though. I don't know. Some people seem to be okay without the borders. But anyway, I was going to pick this card up because I kind of like the idea of it and the image. I don't like the cube. Kind of right away I'm thinking the Borg, B-O-R-G from Star Trek. Which one? I don't know, the one Voyager. Well, I guess several of them actually. Well, never mind. Just that they had cubes that flew through space and weren't so well put together. These cubes look much better. But look at that. There's a caterpillar coming up there or going down. I'm going to go with coming up there. Something that was wearing a cape has left. Kind of maybe it left in this beam of light that's going up there. And then over here's a butterfly. Kind of a metamorphosis, perhaps, or maybe they're coming down to get their cape. I don't know. But I do like that particular image. I'm not sure how appropriate that is, depending on how you interpret the death card. But I'll bring in the first suit, which is chalices. And I kind of line that up. Whoa, can you line it up without being blurry? I don't know. I do like some of these images too. I like the 8 of chalices. I mean, just as a picture, I'm not saying as tarot, I probably would not use it. I will go back and look through the book a little bit because that Barbara Moore seems to be pretty prolific, right? That's off-putting. I don't know why. I'm not drawn to the way they're drawn, I guess. Look at this. You know, you find yourself a nice tree and you get all relaxed and you try and take yourself a nap. And what shows up? At least 2 rabbits, about 5 butterflies, a squirrel, a red squirrel's headed down the tree at you, and then what looks like a grouse, some sort of bird in the background. Lots of little nice flowers. Look at that. But she's not going to get the nap. That's unless she can sleep through that sort of thing. I don't see anything else I like. Well, I mean, overly like. Oh, sorry. It's just an awkward way to reach. Perhaps when winter arrives and I rearrange the room, this would work better. But then again, by then I won't have anything to show but books. And maybe different ways of reading. I don't know. I can't come up with any ideas yet. The 8 of Pentacles, I did like that. Look at that. Then again, I'm kind of a fan of candles and lights and colors. And since you've been stalking me, I might as well show you. A little roly-poly blonde. I guess she's roly-poly. I'm not sure. And she's telling me to be quiet. Okay. Quiet. I'm quiet. And a tree. Who doesn't like something with a tree in it? What is that circle? Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of cobwebs. And of course it's cobwebs in the shape of the thing on the back, which I'm not sure what they're trying to say there. I actually know, but I won't go into all that. There's a little rabbit there. That's nice. I think that's it. I'm not going to go with the nude people. There's some kind of noise outside. That was Pentacles, if I didn't say that, which I think I did. These washcloths. I need, they're not fancy, right? They're not like this is silk or anything. Part of the reason is they offer some traction. And that kind of also offers, it keeps the boards from sticking to each other. Because once I pick these up after I've done this, cards will stick to the back of the board for some strange reason. But I'm going to pause on this one for a little bit because I like a lot of these images. Here, with the exception of these two cards, I believe, you see a little bit of fire. Okay, maybe 3. Okay, maybe. Well, she's starting a fire, right? Are you starting a fire? Yes, she's starting a fire. There's a few exceptions where there's no fire, but usually there's the sun, so that kind of counts. But I did like this one. This seems like just ignoring its tarot and the Ace of Wands. This seems like just a decent looking, October-ish, Halloween-ish image. Never really known a red cat, orange, whatever they're called. Do you call a cat like that a ginger? Notice there is a lot of cats. I don't know that I've ever seen a cat so close to the ocean. I mean, in real life. I've seen dogs, they like slobber, run right into the water. And another cat. Uh-oh. Cats getting frisky with each other. Probably right before the humans get frisky with each other. I don't know. 6 of Wands. There's a cat on the shoulder. I had a roommate who carried all of her animals, which was way too many, but 2 cats and 2 ferrets. Whew, what a handful. But she would carry them like that. She'd just pick them up and kind of throw them at her shoulder, and they would stay there. Oh, a dog got into this. How'd you get in there? It's a German Shepherd. I like German Shepherds. Obviously, when I go out for a jog and a walk later, my hair will definitely look like that as I go at warp 9 or whatever speed he's going. The cat, if that is a cat, seems to be marveling at that. It's like, wow, he's fast. What else did I like? That's not a cat. I don't think that's a lizard. And of course, there's the snooty camel showing up as usual. Well, not as usual, but he shows up. Oh, this one. She says something about her expression like, it's really, really cold and it's a really, really tiny fire. And she has a few sticks. I'm thinking she's got approximately 20 minutes worth of, and I can only say that from camping out so much. Unless you take a pile of Boy Scouts with you, in which case they'll build fire and you can keep them awake all night and they'll just keep it going for you. Does that count as Boy Scout abuse? I don't know. I don't think so. Is that in the picture? Yep. Did I like any of these? I'm making this longer than it should be. I don't think a lot in this one. Anytime there's a gnarly tree, that's going to be good. Huh. I kind of like if that's the image on her blanket. If that's a her image on her blanket. That's kind of cool looking. I like it's snowing and she's possibly contributing to that. I like the colors on that one and that one, of course. So that was my hopefully not too long show of the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. And with that, That's different. There's a dot right in the middle of that. What is that from? Well, since I can't figure out what it's from, I'm just going to have to go with it. With that, I'll say peace.